So, in her usual drunk self, Nancy Pelosi says that illegals are needed to pick crops and that Florida shouldn't be shipping them to Martha's Vineyard.
I mean, that's not true. She said that we need immigration reform because we do need them to perform some of the hard labor in this country, and that's fine. I don't understand why we're making it seem as if farming is a bad thing. It's a good thing, and we do need farmers and we do need people to go and pick those crops. So if an immigrant's willing to do it for less, and farmers aren't billionaires except for Bill Gates, the biggest farmer in America right now. But except for him, yeah, I think that's an accurate statement. I don't know why the right is up in arms over this. It makes no sense.
But picking the crops is not usually considered being the farmer. So, why is it the illegal immigrants' job to be the crop pickers and not just random Americans to go and sign up for that job and get paid the $15 an hour or whatever it pays? Why does it have to fall on them?
Well, because it happens to fall on them. I'm sure that when you're looking for someone to pick those crops, you put an ad out, and whoever comes in and does the work get the paycheck. Truth is, Americans are a bunch of entitled pricks that think that these jobs are beneath them. So they don't want to do it. But somehow they all want to eat the fruit when they go and get it in their Trader Joe's or their Whole Foods, but they don't want to bend over and pick it. They might get their nails dirty. So unfortunately, we do need immigrants to pick it because they're the ones that are willing to work hard.
Well,
Now, if you wanted to say to me that we should be paying these immigrants a lot more, then I mean, I'm on the same page as you. We should pay these immigrants like $25 an hour. Why not? Let's do this. You know me. I'm all for increasing these taxes, buddy. Let's go.
well, you're contradicting yourself, right? You're saying that it's just that the job falls on them, but then at the same time you're saying that they put a job ad out and the only people who are applying to the job are the illegal immigrants. No, that's not what Pelosi was talking about at all. She just automatically assumed that that's the job that these illegal immigrants are going to get. She just went straight forward, which is why everybody is so upset at what she said, because she's stigmatizing that entire group of people as crop pickers.
Well, maybe when you look on the people that are currently crop pickers on these farms, they are immigrants. Maybe that's the case, in which case she's just pointing out what everyone knows. Let's not assume that because she's 150 years old that she just went back to a time when, slavery was around. But let's not assume that of her. It's just honestly, we have to say, if it comes to, let's say, cutting your lawn and stuff, whenever someone comes around and offers to cut my lawn, it's usually an immigrant. Whenever there are just some positions, and I guess it's because the under the table paying, why that's the case, and it just happens that illegal immigrants fill
Oh my
that
god! Oh
out.
my god! Get out of here! You don't live in Martha's Vineyard, okay? You're just making up stories. That's not how this works. She put her foot in her mouth. Then she's putting herself. I guess her PR team said that this would be a good idea to plant herself in front of a group of previously illegal immigrants. They didn't specify whether they were still illegal immigrants or not, but they were all yelling at her and angry with her and everything. And it's just like, why is that even a good idea from either side? Because from her perspective, it's clearly not helping to be seen as somebody who's the object of everybody else's anger. And from the other group side, it doesn't help to be part of the group that supposedly was insulted and then just hurling insults back at her and screaming and yelling. It just makes everybody not like you as well. So the whole thing is just a big show. It's all worthless. But if you're going to go into a country illegally, you're going to take whatever job is available, because I don't expect to walk over to Mexico across their border, A, not get immediately captured and deported back to America, or B, to go there and all of a sudden be granted a job as a surgeon or a banker. No, they have resident and document requirements just like we do. So when somebody crosses the border here, they're lucky to get any type of a job, let alone be allowed to stay. And then on top of that, be granted all of the extra benefits that this country offers them. So that group of people had nothing to complain about when it comes to Pelosi, because despite what she said, she's part of the group of people, of politicians in this country, that are giving all sorts of services to the illegal immigrants, keeping them here, not deporting them, and facilitating this whole transaction. So yelling at her, it makes no sense. You're shooting yourself in the foot if you're on that side of the argument.
Yeah, but I agree with that. I agree that what she said isn't bad. They are working on the farms, they are the pickers, and that's okay. Why is it such a big deal when she says it? But if we go, ha ha ha, here's some toilet paper for your shithole country, that's suddenly okay. I really don't understand what's happening here. It's like this huge double standard. She actually wants them to be able to do those jobs, and they do those jobs. It's okay. Let's stop putting this negative view on the jobs. Hey, we need pickers, and they're good at it, and we should allow them to continue doing it. And that's all there is to it.
Well, for now, that's the status quo, but there are other jobs available to them depending on what skills they bring with them from the other country. It's just that usually people with skills that make tons of money, like a doctor or something, they're just going to stay where they are
Or they're just not going to come illegally.
because they
She
can afford
wasn't
it.
talking about legal immigrants.
Yeah, follow the rules, people.